That's the other thing DJ spoke to me about. Is the Saint satellite is in the warehouse that DJ was going to try and
he told
get.
me.
And they're only going to sell it to a group moving into Forum.
Yeah, which is why we need to, if we're going to try to do Andre or whoever, we need to say to them, you need to approach them as a group and not mention us at all. Otherwise, they'll just say no. But equally, there's a counterpart to that of if they do just straight up say no and we have no say in who goes there, you just wait till the new group's put there and they're going to be having to find their feet and you just put it on them once they move in. Do you know what I mean? Like, Saints told you this is your ends, but you got somebody else in mind. As DJ was saying, there's like a new group that's like very good friends with them. It's like literally just started up. And he wouldn't be surprised if they gave them the satellite.
Is there?
Supposedly. That's what he said yesterday. Even if they're even if it's a new group, yeah. There is also the approach of, say for example, they just completely bin off like giving it to anyone other than this group, so we can't have any say. We can just approach the new group when they move in and say, listen, this is how it's gonna go. You move in, you're gonna have to carry yourself this way. This is what is expected in the Southside, and you push our strain away. I kind of dick on the table it a bit.
I mean, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, bro. Is just tell them verbally, and then if they don't comply, then just tell them like one more time. But listen, like, we're not going to be so nice, bro. Like, it's going our way or no way at the end of the day. Because if not, you'll just get bullied.
We should still put like try to put our own people like there. But if that falls through and some random group gets put there, then we should try and make that group have the right Southside energy to be there. Because you never know, the group that the Saints are like friends with actually might be decent for the area, but if they're friends of the Saints, it's unlikely.
What's everyone's beef with Saints? I don't really get it, bro. I've never really chatted to them.
Probably why you don't get it.
I've thought of a scam. I don't know if I'll be if it's doable though.
Go on.
You know, so you know how besties always say about us being ballers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, I do the thing where I usually just twat a bunch of grapes, like I used to do back in the day, and a bunch of us retweeted it. That like were ex-ballers. And this out of nowhere just starts chirping and calling us floppers and shit, bro.
What, on the timeline?
No, you gotta spit in though.
We didn't flop though.
Yeah, but to be honest, yeah, even though that's like a vial to you, man, it's like because Jim suggested a group as well, and the group he was suggesting slid on us because we robbed them doing Sani. Like, you kind of want people that have got a bit of bark. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want like some bunnies to move in there that just ain't gonna do shit about shit.
Yeah, but barking at us.
Yeah, but I don't even, bro. I ain't even asked about that. Like, if we put someone in the Southside, yeah, and we end up clashing with them, we still put them there. Like, because otherwise we'll get in a situation where we put man in the Southside and we're all just friends, and then the Southside is just like one big alliance. Like, it kind of needs to be they work for us in a way through weed and stuff like that, but they don't necessarily have to get along with us.
Then if they work, if they work for us, and that's, I mean, I see no problem with that. But if they're just gonna live here rent free and we're gonna be best of friends with them, then that.
No, it ain't gonna be that, because that will ruin the Southside more than.
I'm sorry to put.
Like, if we just put in two groups that were just our friends, it would be worse than it is now. Like, we want it to be on some bite the hand that feeds you type shit, right? So like, we might supply someone weed, and then we end up getting into a bit of like a back and forth, and then there's a big sit down, like, hey, what's going on? More politics behind it and stuff. What was the guy's name? The other guy's name, Jim, that you were saying about?
Peter.
Yeah, was it that?
Yeah, Peter Ross.
You're getting them in the South.
Are they cool?
I'd say so, yeah. Depends what energy though.
You know what I mean, though, innit? You need someone that's got a bark and like a bit of bite to them. Like, we don't want no one passive, but we also don't want to just bring in a bunch of people that are going to be jarring.
The thing is, I don't think KTB have really got bark. Andre just chirps at me.
Is also valid.
What's it called? Peter's in the
He is a
Lemonless
pretty
now.
convincing Southsider.
What do you mean he chirped at you? Does he stick it on you in that, Taylor?
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
tries to...
I would say they have bark, they just don't have bite.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Pussies.
These days, you need a lot more behind you to have bite, though, so I can kind of reason with it.
I reckon Chaos Legion could go at KTB.
Get them in the Southside, then.
Say less.
They ain't even got Misha anymore, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It just needs to, like, the mainline thing needs to be that they're heavy anti-cop.
We move on the same energy towards the cops. I don't think KTB would be on that. It's like they talk all.
It depends, because he was involved in when I did that last time.
They could talk the talk, but realistically, bro, I don't think they're walking the walk at all.
Sounds like you've got beef with him, Taylor. I'm just going to be honest.
Fucking
Sounds really
KTB
personal.
formed the day I disbanded ESB.
Like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yep.
Like a chicken on the road.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not
That's right.
wrong. He's not wrong.
Absolutely skit old though.
But chat, what you've also got to bear in mind, the reason I'm saying Andre is because he's a really good Southside role player. As a character, he is the type of character you'd see in a lowrider.
I just think if we're gonna be putting the right people in the Southside, we want more people like James was saying, Peter and his people.
Who's Peter?
His name's Peter Ross, I think.
He used to be an SOB.
I feel like the way
Why does the clip not
KTV
work?
move, they're more like business orientated, I feel.
The reason I say even Andre in the first place is less about like that, more so he is like, you could see him getting about in the lowrider, pressing people in Oxy, like, you know what I mean? Like he gives he's a convincing Southsider essentially.
No, that's fair.
It needs that balance, right? And these people that are able to back up like their energy of being a Southsider, but equally like if they carry themselves the right way and they just get packed up for it, I don't mean they're not like right for the Southside, which means they're not necessarily the strongest, but they still act like a Southside gang.
Like Marabunta back in the day.
Hey, bro. Don't hate on
Sergio would be
Marabunta.
perfect though. Like a race comes through his ends, he shoots the race. Do you know what I mean? Like just shit like that.
I miss Sergio. I miss Sergio when he was a leader.
And even though GSF was shit and used to get rolled, right? They were still a good Southside gang because they had the Southside
100%.
mentality, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they still stick it on you when you were trying to burn your house and that.
That's the thing. That's what you need. It don't matter how skilled they are. They just need to have the like the energy.
Bro, I get on with Dex. I miss that. Better than the Saints being on forum. Like the Southside just lacks presence nowadays. Like you got.
We're the only ones really in here who like are around. You drive through the Southside, you know there's gonna be people at Grove, but everywhere else it won't be.
I mean, you got ADMC that are on Azteca Block. You never fucking see them. They definitely ain't Southside. Saints, what? Ain't even there anymore.
I'll be real. I don't even see Azteca Block as Southside. Like it is technically, but like I think anything above McDonald Street to me is not Southside. Like the little like rectangle of Forum to Roy Lowenstein, Grove Street, McDonald Street. That's like obviously Jamestown and the Barrio. That to me is like the proper Southside.
No, to me, Southside is better an Olympic, and then the canal, like anything, that whole block, like Maze Bank Arena, everything. That's all Southside to me. Hospitals ain't Southside at lot.
Yeah,
in my head,
I was gonna say like.
But I'm talking turf wise.
Yeah, turf wise, but like in terms of like actual Southside, I class anything like that's within the bridges.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anything south for Olympic ain't safe, bro. You know what I mean? Back in there, used to go under that bridge, you get a weird little feeling like someone were gonna be following you in that bridge, like.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put it a certain way. Think of how many houses are available beyond that highway, and then we gotta also think about realism about what we can and can't do. Like we gotta put a limit on ourselves here.
I mean, houses are non-existent.
Oh, I have no interest in the ADMC block. I can't lie. They're already
The
like
sky's the limit.
they're not Southsiders, but they are quite anti-cop.
To be fair as well, compared to back in the day, you got to think about the amount of civilian life in the Southside now as well. I mean, you got the hospital, you got the courthouse, the tow yard. It's been taken over quite a bit.
No, it doesn't work.
Okay, you got no GSF, barely any Vargos. Vargos came back, said they were actually back, and I've seen like maybe 2 people.
That's the thing though. There are gangs that occupy them turfs. They're just all spread around in weird places. So it's like 4 different gangs in Mirror Park, and like it's only one satellite. All right, yeah, we'll speak to Peter and Andre then. Just see.
You want to speak to Peter Andre?
Yeah, bro. You seen that film he's just done?
Mysterious girl.
Please tell me you've seen that film he's just done. There's no way you haven't.
Nah.
He's getting proper cussed out in the media at the moment because he plays a white Jamaican guy. And he's... No. It's literally Peter Andre in a dreadlock wig going around going, lick him up, Rastafari. Like, it's like that. It's like literally like that, bro.